Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Hospitality Queens with your favorite two hospitality gurus. I'm Erin.
What up? It's Whitney.
Welcome
Hey.
back. I'm super excited to be here today. It's an amazing, vibracious day.
It really is.
When they hear that, this will be March 1st. Like, come through first of the month.
It's lit. We've had
It's giving Mary J. Blige's rent due vibes.
Ooh, yes. That rent money is due. I spent everything fucking with you, nigga.
Who got me? Who got me?
Who got that rent money? Send the cash app.
Please send the cash app. Please send the cash app.
I'm excited about, I'm just jumping right in. I'm excited about this wine today. I love a red blend.
I know. I thought of you.
I love it.
And another reason I like the name of you guys, I'm really big into names on wines. I don't know why, but it just does something for me. This wine we're drinking is 7 Moons Red Blend. 7 Moons is hella dope. You guys hear me and Whitney talk about all the time, like moons, retrogrades, all that. We love all things astrology and energies and vibes. So of course it just went with our vibe. And I've really been into the 7 chakras, which made me think of that. By the way, I found a bracelet for a chakra bracelet. Okay, Marshalls, come through. Y'all, Marshall's been getting me a little lately. I got to stay about the stove because it was like a random couple find. So the name just worked out and here we are. I decided, because I finally got a decanter. Me and Whitney talked about this one day. I got my decanter. I'm obsessed with it. So I've been letting the wine sit in here for a while so I can pour it up. And I will share some great tips about the decanter on our page soon this week. So stay tuned. Just even hearing that pour just sounds so sexy. Look at that. Cheers, y'all. Oh. Cheers.
Cheers. We were just talking about finding the angles.
Oh, it's real. It's real. That is so delish. I like it.
It's smooth.
So good. I'm here for it. It's just giving.
This is dangerous. Blended. Yeah.
Delish. If you guys haven't already, check out our Instagram, hospitality_queen, so you can hear and see more about these wines on our pages and all the other great cocktails that we drink on the show. It's good to just have a good sip. If you don't drink, have some tea, honey. Get a juice, same thing. But enjoy some good laughs with us. I'm just saying.
Yes. How was your week?
Last week was pretty litigious. And it was a different type of lit, y'all. It was a productive lit during the week and a self-care lit on the weekend. So it was a really good week. I just pumped through some work stuff, cleared out some energies, and just gave myself a lots of love. We've been having some retarded weather in Texas, if you haven't heard what's new. But like on Thursday, we had like a little snow day, which yes, that screams a good week in its own, where I got to work. I was working remote because nobody could leave out the house because we're losing craziness. Because every time the world shut down here, when we have ice on the road, no one drives. So that was cool. I did get to try a new food spot, super simple little spot, little grill place. Worked out, and found some really great things at Marshalls. They need to
Erin
be known.
loves
I need to
She
be a
loves the
brand ambassador.
Marshalls, Ross. I don't think we ever went to TJ Maxx though. When we didn't have TJ Maxx in Tampa, did we? I don't remember us
I
going
don't think
there, but
so.
definitely Ross for sure. Like Aaron's the first person to introduce me to Ross at like 2 a.m. I didn't even know that was such a thing, but we would be at
Yeah.
Ross at 2 a.m. in Christmas time or Thanksgiving time, one of the two. Christmas
Mhm.
time.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
I love to
The
late
one
night
that
shop.
what was it? Orange, what was it called?
Citrus Park.
Citrus Park. It was orange. Citrus Park. Yeah, the one
I
that was by
already
the
knew. I
Olive
was like,
Garden. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it was my jam. But you
We
know
tried
what's so
that one.
crazy now is Ross ain't really hitting like it used to hit.
It's different.
It's different. It's different. I actually found some good gems last week though. And I go to Ross probably like every other week because sometimes I just want to walk my food off. I know this sounds bad. Do not judge me.
Yeah,
Like it's where I
no
work
judgment.
and have a lot of clients. And so sometimes like I will like eat or I just want to like have a brain break. And my brain break is
Mm-hmm.
to kind of walk around the store. I don't really necessarily buy, but I'm like, I want to take a peek. I'm getting some steps in. So I got some dress pants this past week, which I was very impressed because I've been in there a gazillion times and I never see any pants that I like ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally found some pants and I was like, I'm not trying them on here. That's just not happening. I'll try them on at home. And I got in a size medium, y'all. I got 3 pairs of pants, all mediums, and they all fit. Okay.
Okay.
Talk about a good week, girl. I'm back in the medium. Y'all better
It
watch
went
out.
from medium. It went from medium to medium. Everybody, did you catch that?
I'm in this medium.
I'm in this
I was
medium,
large in
y'all.
it. I was large in it for like a minute, like thick thighs was saving lives, real large heart, and now she back in this mediums. So I just want to put some respect on this mediums.
Let's put some respect on this mediums.
I got all this mediums. I'm just very impressed. So your girl had a good week. Anytime she can get in this medium, you can't tell me nothing, honey. You really can. I'm super excited.
I love it. I
I
love
really
it.
didn't work that hard either, so I think I feel even more accomplished, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I was working
So
really hard last week and I was in a large.
I was supposed to
Okay.
finish watching that Tyler Perry movie, but I didn't happen.
Okay.
It was like right there on the tip of my brain, but like it just didn't happen. I'm sorry, but it's gonna happen. But I
Okay.
don't remember the part that I left off on. But from what I saw, it was funny.
So let's just talk about the part that you did get to see
Mm-hmm.
because we did talk about that earlier. So if you guys haven't checked it out, Tyler Perry Homecoming or Medea's Homecoming on Netflix, I do recommend. Good laugh. Make sure you just need to let go because that's gonna be the best time to watch it. And
It's
that's a
like
Whitney tryout.
silly. I don't know. It's like silly funny. Like I actually had one time in my life. This is like in the past year. Made like a commitment or like I wrote it down on paper that I would like watch Medea movies because I really didn't watch them. Like, you know how most of the black culture has watched all of them, have them on video and all that, like not me. So I said that I was going to try to watch one like on a Friday night or something and just laugh and like, watch a Medea movie. So when Erin sent me this, I was excited. So I'm like, cause I hadn't really watched one in a long time. So this is perfect because it's just, his movies are just fucking silly as fuck, crazy. Like he doesn't give a fuck. He just puts whatever in there. He doesn't
He
care.
does.
So it's funny.
Yeah.
And
And I
some shit
always
is
like
just
the
like,
shenanigans.
yeah, it's a shenanigan. That's what it is. It's like a movie full of shenanigans. And
Yeah.
these characters are just so funny and they're all like consistently the same. And I love
Mm-hmm.
that. Like they all have their own like branding within itself and like you
Yes.
remember whatever. And the storylines are relatable, but
Yes.
in the Tyler Perry way, the Tyler Perry's way of doing things. So it's funny.
Yeah, and it had a good plot twist. So, like, I thought I had knew what was going to go down by the end, and it did
Ooh,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
Because
like,
I
oh,
always think I know the ending because I already knew, but I'm excited to see the plot twist because I know there's gonna be one. I know
I
there's
bet you
gonna
you
be a
probably
date.
felt the same thing I did, so I can't wait for you to finish it. And it's gonna be
Yeah.
like, "What? Are you okay?" I did
I'm
not
gonna try
expect
to
that.
finish it tonight. I'm gonna
Usually
stay
I
up
try to
late.
read between the lines.
Mm.
It was
I
blurry
got
this
a
time.
lot of TV to catch up on. I gotta watch Euphoria. I need to watch that. Have you watched the new Power with Tommy?
Yeah.
Have you watched that? I watched maybe the first 2 episodes of that. So I don't know. I think there's a third one out. So I need to watch that
Mhm. Mhm.
as well. So there's a lot of stuff on TV that is happening right now.
There is. I
Huh.
haven't got into the Euphoria thing at all, so I might try
Hmm.
that next. I haven't gotten into that one.
It's so good. Definitely.
So that's next on the list. But I was talking to Whitney. I did get to, well, I attempted to have a great dining experience this weekend. And firstly, what promoted me to want to go to this location is that I'm part of an app that was having a deal at this location. So then here comes me just having a good old day watching Tyler Perry Homecoming, and they go to this location. And so I was like, oh, it's meant to be. So my mouth is watering for some cheddar biscuits, y'all. And if you don't know,
Ooh.
you about to know. Okay. And
Mouth
this is
watering.
no way an advertisement, and you'll see why I think it's not.
In no way, shape, or form.
I'm not advertising. Let's just say, like, you want a cheddar biscuit, it's like I've been doing real good. I don't really eat out like that. And I was ready to throw down. Like I already knew exactly what I was gonna order because I already know what I like there.
Hmm.
So I pull up to Red Lobster. Okay. And it was a Sunday, shout outs to the Sunday, whatever. I
Sunday fun
walked
day with it.
I was trying to be in there with the church folks, but ain't nobody was about to eat up in this thing. So we walk up in, y'all. Number one, I walk in. There's people sitting down, and we was confused because the parking lot looking like, hey, there's a wait, okay. And y'all, I really don't
Ooh,
do
and the
waits,
parking lot was looking like that's interesting.
and I really don't do waits, but
Me
that's
either.
another story. It's not really my thing. Um, so we go
Especially
in,
at
and
a
we're
Red
like, hey,
Lobs.
I'm like, there's a wait. We like, oh, okay. So then I go up to the host stand, and she's talking to someone else for quite a bit. Like I know that she senses my energy because it's just coming in hot. Like my energy is just there. I sense my energy ready for a biscuit. So it's like I know she sensed my energy. And she was just and I can hear like I was trying to listen. I was trying not to listen because I'm still like in my feels a little bit like that she's blatantly ignoring me. And I can tell, and then I start watching the surroundings. And she was over here pretty much trying to see why servers couldn't take more tables. And like this, I have this table to sit, I have this. She's over here discussing the logic of the dining room with this dude, with me standing there. And I know there was like someone else kind of standing in the corner. So I know that she knows there are people for her to attend to, but she was just not in the space to attend. Okay. So my
Mm.
first encounter. My first encounter was you being frazzled in a moment of the weeds. Totally understandable. However, friend, I'm gonna need you to turn your whole body so we're not kind of facing each other because then that's awkward. And then I need you to say, hey, I'll be right with you. Like acknowledge me
Yeah.
and go back because she literally had a whole conversation, y'all, like for like a minute. Like I'm pretty sure I was waiting there for at least 3 minutes. Like that's a long conversation. Then she walks away to go look at something, still didn't acknowledge me. Then she comes back, looks down, and then acknowledges me. And I'm still here. And I'm going through a lot of emotions inside because I really want the biscuits. Maybe it was just starting off rough. Like, I'm like, we can do this. Like, it's okay. We got this. And so, she's like, okay, what's your name? Okay, it's about a 25-minute wait. I was like, okay, fine. That's fine. Whatever. I'm going to go to the restroom. Cool. So get my name on the list. Boom, boom, boom. I go to the restroom. Well, I'm like, as I walk to the restroom, I noticed that whole side of the restaurant is completely empty because it ain't really business. It's really not busy. So I was like, okay, they probably low servers, right? Like they don't have enough servers. It's a little sticky. So then me, I'm like, I'm peeping the scene. Who's serving? Who doing what? Doing what? Like everybody is moving like snails. Like zero sense of urgency in that place. Okay. And this is church money. It's Red Lobster, for God's sakes. I'm sorry. That's probably the easiest money you're ever gonna make in your life. Like
Mhm.
the food is
It
expensive.
sells itself because it's fucking Red Lobster.
You don't
Like,
gotta suggest
people
a
love that shit.
sell. If they want a fancy drink, like I mean, it's some blended sugary stuff. Like it is not that deep.
Mhm.
Like it's probably the
Mhm.
easiest money you could make. And I'm just
Mhm.
like, dang, okay, so let me just give them a few minutes. Let me get their life together. Okay, cool. Get out of the bathroom, and I'm just watching this craziness go down. And we about 10 minutes into the wait. And I tell my sister, I'm like, I don't think this is gonna be good. Like I'm just sensing that like no one has any urgency. I've seen the manager like kind of drop some food off and go straight to the back, but he sees there's and like by this time there's more people coming in. Like the front is getting a little crowded. And you have two young people at the host, like they need a little backup or just a presence,
Mhm.
somebody, right? Where all the guests are, like I've seen the manager go there maybe one time and he's just like ponytailing it up, right? Walking around with his ponytail on. And I was just like, oh, I don't think this is gonna go well. And she's trying to tell me no. And I was like, well, if I'm spending this amount of money, I need everything to be going well. Like if you're spending your money at a restaurant and you notice that it's a little frazzled, I know that's where sometimes you get frustrated. Well, I'm trying to like eliminate all frustrations because I know how I am, right? Like I want great service. I want great food. Like I want the whole shebang. And I know it already looks like I'm not going to get the great service or the great food. I would prefer the service to be a little wonky, but the food to be lit.
Mm.
It's just like the biscuits what I was craving. So if my biscuit ain't going to come out good, and I just pay it $40 on my meal, I'm going to be salty. Okay? So whatever, she doesn't want to leave. So I stick it out, thug it out. And then 45 minutes go by. Okay. Mind you, it says 25-minute wait. Okay. 45 minutes go by. And we're literally watching people get sat that came in after us. And so I went up and I was like, and I'm seeing people leave and like I'm counting the amount of tables that are leaving. I'm counting how many you're sitting. I'm seeing the busser. Like I see the whole process. And then they were like sitting two tops before us. And I was like, I don't understand. Like, are you trying to
Yeah, what's happening?
were you trying to go for what you thought the server could handle as a logistical point? Or like what was really going down? And then long story short, my sister was feeling I felt her spice come out, because we're waiting for she's also in the industry, so she's very observant as well. And so I was like, you know what? This is probably not going to be a great dining experience because we're both a little hangry at this point. Like we're angry and frustrated and hungry. So we ended up leaving. So long story short, my takeaway was that this movie that I'm telling you guys to watch is promoting is promoting Red Lobster. And so if your mouth is watering for a cheddar biscuit, I'm gonna just say you might not need it. Okay. I know.
Ooh.
I know. I'm a little salty. And if you know anybody that works at Red Lobster, you know a manager, you know Red Lobster and Corp, tell them to holler at me, because I would love to give some great feedback because you have such a high um platform like Netflix that is playing a movie that millions of people are going to watch and crave a cheddar biscuit. And if you can
Mhm.
make sure that your organizations are equipped correctly, that is not going to work.
I
So
feel you.
I was just disappointed because it's like an endorsement that failed.
Mhm.
And I don't like that because it's not a good look on the brand. It's already like a very chainy brand, which is not ideal, but it is safe. And it wasn't safe. I left hungry. Okay. I should have had a biscuit in hand.
At least that's what they should start doing. At least giving them out to the people waiting. Give him a
Like,
biscuit.
if I would have had a biscuit, I
That would
probably
be
would have shared
fire. That would be so fire. Red Lobster, because they're gonna come and sit anyway. They're unlimited anyway. So why not give them some biscuits while they're waiting with a nice napkin, cloth napkin. They can take it to the table with them. Give
Yeah, it's
them a
like a
fucking
pat, like
biscuit
when
while
you
they're
pass
waiting.
apps. Get that
Yeah.
napkin, give me a
Yeah.
biscuit.
At least, at the very least, if it should be a thing. If you're on a over like 30-minute wait, pass the biscuits. If it's something less than that, then you're straight. But it should be like a something that requires it. If it's a really long wait, they should pass the biscuits.
Facts. Pass the biscuits. That might be the name of the show. Pass them biscuits.
Ooh, I wrote something else down that you said about the fucking biscuits. What did I write down? You said I really want the biscuits. Like you were just like, I really just want the biscuits.
I really want the biscuits. And I'm still thinking about them. That's really what's kind of depressing. I can't even lie. Like I
Because they're fucking crack. I'm like,
it's
damn, I'm
so
about to go there
good.
tomorrow. Who's ready to go to Red Lobster? Take me to Red Lobster.
And I don't ever eat bread anywhere. So it's like, when you have like that one thing that you don't even be eating like that. Like it was just, it's still on my mind. But if y'all know somebody working Red Lobster, that's your joint. You had a similar experience and you would like to let us know, I'm here for you, friend. We can have this talk. So hit us up in the DMs or email us. And if you know somebody, I would love to have somebody on the show and they can break this down for me so we can work this out together in the hospitality realm. Because we stand for hospitality, okay? Power to the biscuit, okay?
Power to the biscuit. We stand in solidarity. I saw this post. I was looking for it, but I thought I saved it. I thought I liked it, and I didn't. No screenshots, nothing. But it was this post about restaurants that care more about the aesthetic and Instagram worthiness of it than for it to actually be good food.
Correct.
Have you experienced that?
Yes.
Like, ooh. Tell us.
I don't want to name the place necessarily.
Yeah, you
'Cause
don't have to name the place, but just
I
tell us the
do.
scenario.
I love the place. It's so cute. Like, it's just so cute. So cute. However, it's like maybe 6 items on the menu, all like pricey, like probably 30 and up type vibe. And it's just
Okay.
very basic B type meals. And I remember the first time I went there several times because it's one of those places everybody wants to go. The first time I went, I was like, "Oh, this is so cute," but the menu was like, "Oh," because y'all know I I eat,
Well,
okay, and I
what's
go to
on the
lots of places.
menu? I need to
Like it
know.
was
What's
like
on
they
the
had
menu?
like a fried chicken meal, then they had a steak meal, but the steak didn't come with a real side. It was like more like a garnish type side. So when you think of like more like a tapas type vibe, right?
Right. Okay.
And then I feel like I know they had a steak, I know they had the chicken, then like they had like little apps like shooters and stuff like that, like so teeny, like very teeny beanie. You're not gonna get a full meal type vibe. But the aesthetics, you're really just
Okay.
going there for the vibes and the pictures. There was another spot, more like in the Henderson Knox area. It only had tapas, okay, and the tapas was not hitting. Like we got like 4 different apps because you are not going to eat a real meal there because it's just all tapas, which is fine. But it wasn't like hitting, like it wasn't like, oh my god, like I got something. I feel like, what did I get? Truffle something, and I love truffle. You pretty much can't mess anything truffle up if you put it on. But it was like,
Mm-hmm.
what, I forgot the dish that it had with it. Just was not that great. We got like, I think we got like lollipop chicken or something like that. Super easy, which is pretty much like some fancy chicken wings, And it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't hitting. It was just like not an amazing experience. Looks so cute on like when you're taking pictures. Like it just looks like a vibe. But the food was not hitting. And it's expensive. It's not cheap.
Mm.
That's how they're paying for what they're doing. And the drinks are expensive. Like at both places, $15 per pop, like type vibe. And then the meal is already like $30 or something. Like, can at least be good.
For that,
If
yeah,
you're
I
gonna
don't
give
know. I
me an
can't
app,
say.
so I like Instagram places, and I've learned like some places you just can go for the pictures and aesthetics.
Yeah. I I was telling Aaron about some guests that were at my restaurant on Sunday for Sunday brunch and the Black Girl Magic that they were serving. But I ended up seeing one of their posts of like a reel they did
Mhm,
after their
mhm.
experience. And I really liked it because they rated everything. So they got a bunch of apps and everyone got an entrees for them, and they had like they labeled everything they had and then did the rating out of 10. So it was really cool. So it was
Mm.
like they showed where they were, and it was informative to know like what I thought of each dish. So I really liked that they did that. So it was
I
super
like
cute.
that. I might have to steal that idea. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was thinking. So yeah, I love the good reel ideas. So leave a
Yeah,
rating of what you thought. Like, we
I'm
make
here
reels
for
all the
it.
time of the food places, but like what did you think about the food?
Yeah, I'm
What
about to
was it
serve
really
y'all
like?
with some ratings. Y'all gonna be ready
Yeah.
for this. I
I
like
think
that.
everything was like mostly 10 out of 10 except one thing.
That's awesome
So,
too.
yeah,
Like that's a good review. I feel like 10 out of 10 is pretty exceptional. I don't know if
it
anyone would
is.
get a 10.
I know. I was like,
So
damn.
y'all
There's
know
a
me and
few
Whitney don't
things
play.
I was like, because I've had it and I don't think it's 10 out of 10, but everyone's palate is different. So,
That is true.
yeah.
That is true.
So, yeah.
Hopefully our listeners know our palettes. I have a very me and Whitney's palettes are very I don't really have a word for it, but it's giving what it needs y'all to give. Okay. We like a little bit of everything. We like healthy, we like fried, we like no meat, yes meat, seafood. We love a little bit of everything. We're very, very diverse. So I'm
Hmm.
liking this scale vibe. So just know we won't steer you wrong. And we
Yeah.
ain't too proud either to have a cheddar biscuit if we get one.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck no. Give me
We
that. Give
ain't
me
too
the
proud.
basket. I'm not too proud for it. A lot of people love Red Lobster. I know Gail King. She goes to Red Lobster with her son like for his birthday every year. It's like a tradition that they do since he was little. They do. I saw that somewhere and I'm like, "What?"
This is gonna crack me up.
Yeah, I was watching
I
something.
love that.
Lala, she loves Red Lobster. She goes there with her son. I'm like, a lot of people. It's just like a nostalgic thing of like just being like in the. It's
Mm.
just like a nostalgic thing for just be humbling yourself of like your humble beginnings of like this is what
Yeah.
like the thing was to do was to go to Red Lobster, all you can eat shrimp.
Yeah.
Like it was a moment in life for us. So like
Yes.
now when it's like we don't eat Red Lobster like that, we didn't eat it like that then. It was kind of like a treat,
It
really.
was a
Like we
treat.
went, yeah.
Yeah.
So now that it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is nothing, like Red Lobster isn't shit. Like you do go there sometimes, like once in a blue moon to have that
Yeah.
nostalgic taste because it's gonna be the exact same. It's like a chain
Yeah.
restaurant, so
And it
it's
brings
just
back
a thing.
really great memories. Like
Yeah.
you guys hear us talk about Fridays all the time and stuff like that because those are the places that really helped us get to where we are today.
Mhm.
Like that scampi dipped and twisted and poured on my baked potato helped me get my seasonings together. You know,
Oh my
I mean, I'm
god.
just saying we started from the bottom. Um,
Now we're here.
but actually, I love it, and I really hope they can redeem themselves. So I'll be
I think
back.
so.
But I actually did find, and I don't remember the name of the spot. I told myself I was going to go back and make like a real video for you guys. But I found this really cute hole in the wall taco spot. So good. I got the
Mm.
reviews on Yelp. Shout outs to Yelp. Hit your girl up. They were lit. Like they had like a 4.5 star, which is pretty impeccable to have that on Yelp. And if you have that on Yelp, I'm gonna go. And it was just giving me I'm at the house vibes. And I love that. Like it was everything. So I'm gonna go back and I'll give you guys a good tour. But I found it was just good old Yelp. Sometimes you
That's what
just
I'm
need to
feeling like today, actually, some tacos. I'm feeling
mm,
Mexican vibes for sure that I have to have after the show because it's
yum.
just in my soul. So
I'm here for it. I love
that's
Mexican vibes.
me too. I love a taco, nacho, burrito, quesadilla.
Everything.
Oh my god, shout out to Poseidon Food Truck. It's called Poseidon Playground Food Truck. It's in Charleston, South Carolina, North Charleston, everywhere. I love this food truck so much. They're so good. So it's like Mexican, you can get your burrito tacos. Like we go there I would go there more often, but I scale back because I really shouldn't be eating out. But it's so
Yum.
delicious. It's so good. And Aaron, usually I'm on the phone with Aaron, I'm ordering, but they have these queso fries that are so
Ugh,
good. Ugh. Oh
I
my
know.
god. And
I feel
like
like I know this place just because she be ordering on the phone. I'm like, ma'am,
and the burrito tacos, so
feel good.
you can get burrito fries with the burrito meat over fries. It's like loaded fries, and they have this.
Mm-mm.
It's so good. Oh
Mm,
my god, so good, so good. But if you're
what's
in
wrong?
Charleston, you're traveling to Charleston, look it up on Instagram. Poseidon Playground Food Truck. It's so good,
Y'all know y'all want to
authentic.
play on that playground.
Yes, yeah. I usually get 2 shrimp tacos or maybe a fish taco, and it's like cilantro, onions, like
Mm,
just
so good.
simple. And they always have like a sauce, a special sauce,
Mm,
always just
I
flavorful,
love a sauce.
fire. It's either a red or a green. Whichever
Mm,
one, fire.
I'm here for it.
So delicious. I love them.
I
So shout outs to them.
shout
Go
outs
go
to them.
go eat there, please.
Go eat there. I actually have a question. Do you have an alter ego? I know it's a little random, but let's do. Do you have an alter ego?
I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like maybe because I don't know. Maybe I do and I don't know it or notice it
Okay.
really.
Well, I challenge you
Well,
to
you know
tap
what? I
in.
say yeah. I say yeah. I say yeah. I say yeah.
You did you name her yet?
No, I'm not
You
a
gotta name her.
namer. I'm not a namer.
Well, we got to get the name because I my alter ego.
Is it gonna be what I think it's gonna be?
Well, I wasn't gonna say the name, but I was like, I
Oh, okay,
don't
okay.
know. I'm trying to decide like if she turned like if she's the same alter ego, or if she evolved or she's different. Like, I don't
I
know.
feel like you can have more than one.
I feel
So
like I might need to have more than one. I just haven't named this one yet. If she's a different one. But I just feel my alter ego like I need to be a part of a Mexican family, like of some sin, Mexican, Latin, like whatever it is, like it's just who I am. So I'm definitely down for who the people like want to adopt adults. I'm down for that because I feel like that's like a part of me. Like I can bust out with the best of them, and all if only thing I'm missing is a Spanish. Give me Spanish, and y'all gonna be coming for me. Like y'all coming because I got him on the dance floor. I got him with the food. Like all I'm missing is the Espanol. That's it, y'all. So I feel like that's kind of an
we need
alter
to
ego.
be we need to have that as like you know how they have sponsors? We need to have like whatever the one is that you can learn Spanish. So you can take it and learn it and really sell it.
I really need to sell
Hire
because
us.
I'm
We
here
gotta
for
find
it.
what is it? We gotta find it. Yeah.
Rosetta Stone, she's still a thing.
I think it's something different. I think it's called something different. Or
What's
like
she
it's
called?
probably still Rosetta Stone, but it's like something else. It's like new and like up
Yeah,
to date. But yeah, something like that. So when
that's my
y'all
alter
start
ego.
seeing the us doing the ads, y'all know what's up. We're getting the bag. Aaron's
Okay,
learning
it's
Spanish.
coming real soon. It's coming in hot. But I want to know, do you guys have an alter ego? And like, do you like have you identified that? I think that is so dope. Like, I know that I have an alter ego and I like when this spiciness comes out of me. However, I know that I have to contain the spice. And
Oh,
it took me a minute to learn that. But now I
contain the spice.
it's different levels to my spice. That's why I was like, I don't know if I can name her that one spicy I was, but it is kind of tied. It's like she could have grew up. Like that once my alter ego that I used to have in Florida, she could have grew and evolved into this new spicy. And I'm
I'm
like,
like,
do they grow?
I'm so happy that so there's like everything happens for a reason and like divine timing, but like when you just said like Aaron in Tampa, it's like it was really a different person. And for you, I was a totally different person.
Yeah,
It's so
different
crazy.
person.
I'm so happy I wasn't the person I was at so many different parts when I was there, because I don't know what would have happened, who would have made it out alive. Like, I was so tamed, and I needed to be tamed in a place like that, because how I can go left sometimes. But I just thank God.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like me and Whitney actually had like a swap.
Yeah. It kind of like I was like crazy tame. I was crazy in Charleston, tamed in Tampa, and I came back in Charleston crazy. It's something in the water. It's something like, I don't
There's
know.
something
It's
in the water there.
maybe it's comfort. I don't know, but
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because I was totally not this person. And actually, when I think about it, because me and you were kind of talking about something that kind of reminded me of the Tampa days earlier today. I I I think about that person, and like sometimes I have to wonder, like, oh my God, who are you? How did I meet you? How was I in that moment? Because you're not gonna really understand who I have evolved to today. Because that
Right.
is not the same girl.
Yeah.
And not that I changed like to the point where you wouldn't recognize me facially, but my attitude and growth is really intense. So just shout outs to
Mhm.
the growth. I mean,
Mhm.
I decided to grow up when I moved to Texas. Like I was
There's a
like,
lot of growth.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing that no more. I was like, no,
Mhm.
we gonna get it together. And I was still a little spicy here, but my spice was like I realized it wasn't ready for my alter ego here when I came because I was trying to get out here. I remember when I first moved here, like I got to know all the DJs. Like I would go by myself, I'd go out by myself, looking like a whole snack and an
Have you
entree.
seen? Oh, I was supposed to send it to you earlier. It's the TikTok of an old lady going out to a concert. Have you seen that?
Did I send you that one? No, I think it was
Have
the
you
one with
seen
the
it though?
braids.
And she had like golden brown hair.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
she was going out to concert. You don't need a man. I
You
was
don't
like,
need a man.
yes.
It was so real.
Fuck
I was like, that was
yeah.
me, Shotty. That was me.
Yeah.
That was me. I didn't need
Yeah,
nobody. And then when I
this
realized
lady.
yes, it was her, friend. She was like, bye. Like, I'm
It was
out.
when
That was
she
me,
was
y'all.
snapping was so funny to me when she was snapping, but her
I love
hands look
that.
like grainy hands. I'm like, oh my god, my grandma's hands used to look like that, so wrinkly, and like seeing her
So cute.
nails was just, it did something to me. It made me think about my grandma.
Aw,
But yeah, that video was so fucking cute. But the message was lit. Like, you don't need a
it
man.
was
Go out by
real.
yourself. And we say that all the time. Go out. And I feel like it's better to go out by yourself anyway, because when you're with friends, like, dudes can be a little more intimidated. You're by yourself. Like, what if one of them is just acting stink, bad energy? You never know. Like, when you're by yourself, you control the narrative. Like, it's all
Yes.
on you. You can really pink it out. Remember we used to say pink? Like, you can really like
You can really pink it out.
pink it
And no one's gonna
out.
know.
No one's gonna know. So you
Yes.
can really like have the best time of your life by yourself. I
Like
recommend it.
that TikTok voice that says they're not gonna know. That's like my favorite one. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that, but I love it because
Yeah.
everyone's they're not gonna know is awesome.
Yeah. So
They're not gonna
I
know. Do you,
encourage,
sis?
yeah, go out by yourself, have some fun,
Hmm.
and you might surprise yourself. So
You might.
cheers.
You
Cheers
might.
to going out by yourself. I need to pour.
Cheers to going out by yourself and breaking out your alter ego, okay? Says Erin.
Yeah.
I want to know all about it. You can just DM
Yes,
me. I won't say
email
anything.
us, DM us, tell us. We'll read on the show. We won't say your name or anything like that, but we just want a good story.
A good story. A good story. Um, and as you guys know,
Ooh, do you
we
have a
like to
good
invite our
story?
friends.
Ooh, or maybe we should do on the next episode a good story of when we went out and like had a fun adventure.
Um, maybe at the end. Let me think about what kind of adventure I want to
Ooh. Okay.
travel down on that one because I've had a few. Uh, so something else I kind of wanted to bring up today while we're kind of touching on a lot of great things when we talk about branding of businesses and stuff like that. It's
Hmm.
just kind of how the market is changing. Um, if you guys are watching the news, please learn to limit your intake of the news. I want to say that. It's great to be informed. Sometimes it might be even better to read versus listen because sometimes the
Mm.
emotions and the energies are just kind of flowing through that computer screen, and it'd be a lot. It'd be like I have a news overload, and I have to stop, and I'll have to
I
read
like that.
because
Read versus listen. Yeah.
so much better, so much better.
Mhm.
But I was just listening because I'm very curious on the hospitality industry, especially when I go out because I am a consumer. I shop, I eat, I do all the curricular activities, hair, nails,
All the
wax,
things.
like all the things. So I'm really into services. And that's one thing I learned about myself when I thought I was like a hairdresser and a nail artist during quarantine, that I like to be serviced.
It's
Um,
amazing.
it's really amazing, and I think we need to let people do what they do best. And if that service is your vibe, I'm gonna let you do that. We had Reimagined Hospitality on the show a while ago, and she was in the hospital or the hotel industry.
Mhm.
And I find that that's one of the main corporations that are actually really seeing a quick rebust of a comeback right now. It's all the hotels.
Mhm.
So obviously we had the holidays that really boosted things up, but even these small holidays, they're seeing a really good market increase. So I was reading an article about just like it was a lot of like vacation spots, but even just like on President's Day, like a 70% occupancy on President's Day, which usually could still be something slower in that time because people are off of work. People are learning to do staycations or small
Mhm.
vacations. Nobody's working in America for some reason. So people are traveling in vans and like they're just doing different things. So I've noticed that the hotel industry is going up quite a bit. I actually see cars there, things of that nature. So I just found it very intriguing to see the shift in the market.
Yeah.
What we're also seeing in the market is restaurants are thriving. However, it really depends on location. Like we talk about the aesthetics of it, and more of the customer feedback. So your restaurant is going to thrive more from great feedback, endorsements, stuff like that, because everyone's looking for the next best thing when they are,
Yep.
spending their money. Everybody wants to spend their money where they feel it is valued, right? Chick-fil-A, great example. You're gonna see Chick-fil-A is always litty because it's a very consistent concept, right?
Mhm.
You are gonna see something like a Luby's, whoever eat that, gonna go down a little bit
About
more.
you
It's
said what is it called?
it's called Luby's. I don't know if y'all got that there. It's like
Lubies? No.
it's giving Ryan's buffet vibes. But it's
Oh.
like that. And it's like a thing. A lot of people still go there, but it's not as popular because of how it's presented. And no one's really looking for that type of dining experience because what you pay for your meal at Luby's, you can literally go down the street and to another spot and find the same amount of food price but a better aesthetic. So market
Mm.
recovery, I can see that our even in our news, it is more shifting on world news versus like corona news. So in that shift alone is making people feel more safe again because everyone had their scare around the
Mhm.
holidays with COVID. Now everyone's feeling free again. Now it's about to be hot. It's about to be hot. Okay. So we're about to see a lot of great increase in the hospitality industry. So if you're looking for a side hustle, I do recommend that you find you a little side gig at a restaurant. It is easy, easy money. It's not rocket science. Start off serving. If you like to talk to people, if you like to chick it up, you feel like we friends right now, you are probably a great server and you will make a lot of money right now. It is about to be popping. Okay. The pop is here.
Yeah. Yeah, people are ready to be outside. Like every year is
Yeah.
going to be increasing amount of people wanting to be outside. So
Hmm.
get some place that's like that looks like a place that we were just talking about that looks pretty. People
Yeah.
want to go there for Instagram or whatever. Like be strategic in the restaurant that you pick
Hmm.
because everybody's hiring. So you really it's not like, "Oh, I have to work at this place." You can work any fucking where you want to.
Hmm.
So, yeah. Make that
So shout
money.
out to that. I'm doing a lot of events and stuff on the side, but I am very much tempted and probably will pick up like a restaurant something somewhere and
Mhm.
don't I might tell y'all if y'all slide in the DM where I'm working so y'all can drop them tips. But I do recommend because it's a great another source of income.
Mhm.
So it's like, what do you do when them funds getting tight or you just want to shake and drop it a little bit?
Yes. So this has been happening for a lot of people. A lot of companies are requiring that you're vaccinated to work. So if you're not, you're going to be laid off. And everyone's been in like a financial hardship for a long time before, even before COVID. So if you have all these bills that are due, right? Due on the same day, due in the same week, whatever. What do you do when you're in a bind for money? When you just really don't fucking have it? What do you do?
For me, um, um, not funny. But so it just I'm kind of strategic. I'm a little like weird when like money is funny. Like it depends on the
Mhm.
situation. Like I've had money where it's really funny without this world pandemic. So I really learned in those moments to have weird stashes places. That's why I do like doing
Mhm.
side gigs. I love doing side
Mhm.
gigs. I would love to be paid in cash if I'm doing like anything with my business or side gigs. Like I love cash. That way I can allocate it more, if that makes sense. Like
Mhm.
I do better with cash when it's not having to go in the bank for something else because then I could be like, oh, if I want to do X, Y, and Z, then this is the cash for it, or this is
Mhm.
X, Y, and Z. So I like to kind of strategically plan my money differently. Um, Also, one thing, if you don't have the ability to work for whatever reason that may be, my next best option would be create great relationships. And I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like, well, I know for a fact if I got in a financial bind, I have probably about three people that I could call on that have financial stability in their lives that could help
Mhm.
me out a little bit should I need. Now, right? Like you're probably not going to get everything you need from one person. So you need to kind of have different options. So I know that I really do try to keep a really good, healthy relationships with people that I know may add value or could help me one day in life. And these people are not, they're not people that are like, oh yeah, you're gonna help me one day. No, they're people that I have a great friendship with, and that I
Mhm.
know, and they are always letting me know that they, hey, should or you, if you ever need something, I'm here. Because I've had hardships that I didn't need people, and they offered the help. If that makes sense. So I feel
Yeah.
like if you feel like you can't work for it necessarily, or you're just in a scramble, like you're maybe in a family scramble. That's happened to me. I know that like me even just expressing my scramble, I had great people in my corner say, "Hey, if you need anything, I got you." And I know from their conversation where they are in life, if that makes sense. Um,
Mhm.
so that is super helpful. You know, invest your money into cryptocurrencies or stocks or throw some money to the side. You got to have a lot of different options right now.
Mhm.
I think healthy relationships are super important
That was a
though.
good one. I feel like that was the Aaron answer for the healthy relationships. That's so funny because because I know I'm like, So
Yeah.
here are mine. So a part of my job is to like, when you call a place and you're like, this call is going to be recorded for quality assurance. So
Mhm.
quality assurance is a part of my job. Like I'm listening to the calls after the fact, right? So I will listen to calls and it's like people calling in and they're like, they tell their whole sob story. Like they have it down packed. Like, oh, my husband got COVID. He was the only one working. We don't have no money. Like, I really need you to help me. Like, I don't have anything. And it's like, dog, you can get this $98 that you need to set up a payment arrangement. Like, come on. Like, you mean to tell me you can't do anything to get this money? Like, I just can't imagine. Like, I get it. I'm not judging, but listen, I used to Coinstar, sell shit at Plato's Closet. Me and Jonah used to be at Coinstar all the time. Like, there's just things that you just
You can do.
I'm never calling a place and saying, hey, like if you can extend it to like
Yeah.
whatever, but
Mhm.
when there's no more extensions left, bitch, you gotta pay. Like
Yeah.
you're past due. So
Mhm.
no, these people are not gonna help you, and you just can't. It's I don't know. I feel like because I know both sides, like it's a business, so we need your money to stay afloat. So we're giving you all this time to pay, and you're not paying. So you're playing with me. So if this was the other way around, and someone owed you money, would you give them all this time to pay and come with sob stories? No, you wouldn't. But
Mm.
Plato's Closet, like selling stuff online, like I
Yeah.
would get creative if I really needed to
Yes, I've done that.
get money fast. And I just love that, like a lot of people with feeling like they have to stay at their job because they don't have the experience. They
Mhm.
can't say I can go serve or I just know I can go find a restaurant job. They're just not well rounded in that way. So I'm just so blessed that we have that hustle to us and just know like, okay, I can just go work here. I can go work here and make some money. And that's it's just a thing of like everyone should work at a restaurant, some form, even if it's McDonald's. You still experience the hustle of a fast food restaurant business customer service on that side. So you appreciate it in a whole different light. Like I'm not too proud to have to go work at a McDonald's. Like if I had to, I fucking would and run that shit. I'll probably have a franchise.
While
But you
y'all playing
just I
though, like franchises for fast food restaurants are actually like hella high paying. Not
yeah.
even or like even if you want a manager like or GM a spot, and they
Yeah,
will
they
teach
get
you from the
paid.
ground up because they need you. If you want a
Mhm.
high paying, very weird kind of job, vax, whatever, wax, what all that. Those fast food restaurants are player because I remember back in the day, like this one dude, like he was a server and he was like, I can go make 80,000 at I forgot what the fast food concept was, but being a GM at the fast food. I'm like, 80,000 fast food, what? Huh? Because if you think about
Yeah.
it, if
They
you
get
a
paid
real
so much money. All imagine when you go by McDonald's, line packed. They're making fucking guapo no matter what. No matter what. Everyone loves fucking McDonald's. Everybody loves Chick-fil-A. Everybody love everything. Taco Bell.
I'm gonna tell
Listen,
you one
we
thing.
ain't too proud to beg.
You
Hey.
ain't too proud to beg. And if
Hey.
you a real boss, you learn the system and you make your own schedule because you run the stuff. Friend, you can still have a work life. You gonna get the people in place, make your schedule, and you could be at the beach on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Friend,
Mm-hmm.
we just put y'all on game.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing to it but to do it. If you can eat them fries and nuggets and dip it in sauce, you better learn how to count that inventory.
It's really not that hard. It is not that bad. And you get free McDonald's. You eating it already? Nasty selves.
For real though, I mean, like all BS aside, excuse me, y'all. I always told myself if I had to work in a fast food, I already know the first place I would work, and y'all probably
Where?
already know too.
Chick-fil-A?
No,
Fast food?
Mhm. What?
Wingstop?
Well,
Is
yeah,
that fast food?
I
I don't
don't
know. What
know.
is it?
It's casual dining slash fast food. I would be a Wingstop first. That's my first choice.
Wings Wingstop.
First one, like I'm gonna hit that one up first. I'll manage it, GM it, close it down, shut it down, whatever. That's gonna be the first one. Hey, friend, you gonna say hello? Say
Hi,
hi.
Jahan.
I have a real moody teenager today. Um,
Understood.
so Wingstop would definitely be number one, for sure. And then Chick-fil-A would be second because it's off on Sundays, bruh. Sunday
Sunday fun day
self
is
care.
important.
What you need? Can you say hello? It's Whitney.
Hi.
Oh, he
So
said
yeah,
hello.
Sunday fun day is important.
Mm.
Sunday, and then you can close on Monday night, so you can kind of recover, sleep in the morning in case it got too
Y'all
crazy.
sleep in. I'm just saying though.
I already got your schedule down packed. You coming at 4 or 3 on Mondays. So yeah, damn. Is that my next career venture to be a GM at or a GM at a restaurant at a fast food restaurant?
I mean, I'm not opposed to anything right now, just because.
You
How do I
remember?
say?
So I was watching on Hulu the documentary about Von Dutch. It's
Hmm.
really good. And a big part of it was Paris Hilton, and she was on that show A Simple Life back in the
Hmm.
day, and like
Hmm.
that's when I was growing up, and like reality, like I feel like I grew up with reality TV, Real World, Road Rules, all that, like
Hmm.
TRL, like that was I was raised
Yeah.
on that. When you're in a single parent household and your mom's working all the time, you're watching TV, and I watch MTV all
Yes.
day. In the morning, everyone woke up and they watched music videos. That was me. Like
Hey.
posters on your wall, Britney Spears, NSYNC, Usher, Backstreet Boys, Spice Girls. Like that was my childhood, my middle school, teenage life. So, what the fuck were we talking about?
Um, fast food managing. I don't know
Oh, the
exactly
Von
the
Dutch,
Von
the Von
Dutch.
Dutch, the Von Dutch, the Von Dutch, the Von Dutch thing. Oh, Paris Hilton. So they did A Simple Life when
Hmm.
they went to like out in Timbuktu. We should do that in different cities.
Oh, I'm
We
down
should
for
be a
that.
sorry, I just went left. So we should be A Simple Life, Erin and Whitney, and we should go like do like some crazy odd in, like not odd in, but like some job that like people wouldn't really think and fucking kill it and be successful.
I would totally do that
We
because
should
I
do
low
that.
key with all this craziness going on in the world. I don't think I've ever felt like an introvert besides right now. I've never felt introverty, but like all the craziness right now, I'm like, city life is cool. But as long as I got all my glamping necessities and essentials, I'm down for it. I'm just not
Yeah,
going to
I mean, you can just be the Beyonce in the small
but
town. That's
but
fine.
I will come through on y'all. Okay, it's the little things. So simple life coming to you.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
working
so
on it.
I had this is gonna go on a tangent as well, but I have an obsession. So y'all know how we go. I don't have I don't want to call it an obsession, but I have a really cool like new hobby. If I found an interest in container homes. Very random, but it kind of reminds me of that because most like container homes are like shipping containers that they turn into homes. Really freaking dope. It's giving
Mhm,
you tiny home vibes, but it's not tiny home because they build a couple together. And most of the
mhm.
time, like they have to find a place in their cities and areas that will even allow them to put this container home. So sometimes it's often like this one couple I was watching, they were off in the woods, like literally in the woods, but it wasn't in the woods to the point where you feel like a whole bear gonna come to you type vibe. It was like it
Ooh,
had
not the
enough
bear.
path and like they come outside and they had like this guard. It was just like disgustingly amazing. Then I saw this other one that was lit. So really random. But if you guys have not checked out container homes and you like a very interesting lifestyle and you kind of just want to have something weird, it's definitely on my bucket list to at least stay in a container home as an Airbnb. But I might own one day. But I definitely want to stay in an Airbnb of a container home to see how I like the feel of it. Have you seen
That would
those?
be dope. Yeah, I've seen
They're
them. I don't know like a
so
lot about them, but I've seen
dope.
them.
Like I'm like, if I didn't have like to work a real job, I would totally create a container home. I feel like I'd have a great architecture, but that takes a really special person
Do
to
you
be able to
watch
design those.
HGTV?
No.
I don't watch it a lot. I feel like at the most I used to see it was when I was at the nail shop. They would always have like HGTV and shit like that
Hmm.
on at the nail shop. But I was reading the other day, and there's a show called Rock the Block that's on HGTV, but they were in Charleston or in the Nexton
Hmm.
area, and that's where I used to
Hmm.
live. And it's like a HGTV show where like, they have the teams that like remodel homes. So
Hmm.
that's pretty cool that that was here and
I
it's
love
coming
that.
out this month. So
I'm here for it. We have some shows from here too, and it's
Yeah.
like I just don't have that channel. Otherwise, I'd probably be hooked to it. I just don't have access to that channel. So I do find a
Yeah.
lot of stuff on YouTube, and once I hook one thing, I get like other stuff,
Mhm.
strolling up on me. But I love like the home renovation. And remember when we went to Hillary's house? We were like, oh my God, like it was just, I still
Mhm.
think of her house. I'm like, it was just giving everything it needed to give. It was amazing in that place. So I'm
Mhm.
all for like the unique pieces in your house. Like I cannot wait to have a house with like the wooden slide doors that look like a barn.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a door like that. I don't know where yet, but I
But
like
you
this
need it.
rustic. I love this rustic like vibe. It's
That'd
like
be cute, like
almost.
in the bathroom to
Oh,
bedroom.
so
It's the
we just talked about uh Von Dutch. So I recently
Mhm.
found I don't know. I guess it was like the same day I found this container home that was really random. I don't know where it came from, but it was Kat Von D. Kat Von D is from the tattoo show Master
Mhm.
Ink, Super Ink, whatever that tattoo show was back in the day. That's how she kind of got her fame. Well,
Mhm.
now I saw that she was selling her home. And I found it very intriguing because her home is very much dark, but very much lit. What?
Mm. Very much dark, but very much lit.
Okay, what do
That
you need?
sounds like Kat Von D.
You do it. Um, okay, my kid wants a quesadilla. So one second. Give me a
Mm.
second.
That sounds
That's
pretty delicious, Jahan.
gonna kind of take
Quesadillas.
some cooking. There's some food right there on the counter that you didn't eat. Go get it. Um, so what I loved about her house was she had a blood red pool. Like it's a red house. I know. It was getting
Blood
very
red
dark,
pool.
but it was getting very light. It was very interesting. So what I found out about Kat Von D this weekend is I always thought she was really dope as an artist, very different, just very different.
Yeah.
Well, I found out the homegirl can sing. I was like, excuse me.
Ooh.
I wear her foundation, you guys. So she has really great vegan, very all natural, cruelty free makeup products. And she got in the makeup industry years ago. And I love her products. I wear her foundation. It is like
Mhm.
amazing with my skin. Um, and I don't break out. So I already loved her beauty products. And then I found out the girl could sing. So at first I saw she could sing on YouTube, and I'm like, man, what is this? And then I looked it up, and I was like, no, homegirl could sing for real. Like, let me put some respect on her name. And then she's Spanish. I was like, girl, stop. So she's speaking Spanish, girl. She got some Spanish songs. So you already know this worked out with my alter ego. So it was a great flow of like learning about people that you didn't really think that had a lot going on. She's very much intuitive into herself, just about her own vibe. She's not with all that. She lives in California, selling her California house for 15 milli, and she's
Mm.
moving to Indiana and bought a house in
Wow.
Indiana for like 2 million. That's like this crazy like she bought a house that was like a museum at once, but it was like it's known to be haunted in Indiana. And I'm like, it's giving the dark vibes of her, but she's gonna renovate. And I know that thing gonna be sick, y'all. Ooh, that thing gonna be sick. Ooh, child.
Michael Jackson, the Jackson family's from Indiana.
Okay, you're
So
hungry. I get it.
that's dope. Do you have an affirmation for this week?
Yes. My kid's affirmation for this week is I want a quesadilla.
I want a quesadilla. Quesadilla,
Give
quesadilla.
me a second. Do your affirmation first.
So I'm just gonna say I don't know if this is an affirmation, but I saw this on Twitter and I screenshotted it. So it says energy speaks louder than words. And I'm big on energy and just the feels and the vibe. So I trust that more than anything that you're gonna say because people can say whatever the fuck they want and it doesn't mean anything. But when you're together, even if you're texting, if you're talking, you feel that energy. So when it feels right, like you know what it is. So energy speaks louder than words. So that was my vibe for the week, we'll say, instead of affirmation. Check on those energies.
Check on them energies. I love that. I have a lot of affirmations, but I really like this quote for today, which I'm gonna end up posting it on my page eventually this week. But it was your inner self is your inner guide.
Ooh.
And I love that because it's so important, like when you're thinking and having these thoughts and these intuitions, like don't underestimate that sometimes. Kind of gravitate into that and go into there and see what's really popping and see what you got going on in there, because I'm learning to really learn to listen to my inner self. And sometimes I like shut her up because y'all obviously know she could little cray. So
Mhm.
don't always dismiss that. Kind of read into that and see what's up. So your inner self is your inner guide.
I
That's
love that.
my yeah. Um you guys love on yourselves this week. This is going to be an amazing week. We're going into March when you hear this. We hope that you manifest your alter ego to come out and have a damn good
Ooh.
time. I'm I
Ooh.
am manifest. Ooh, I am. I have a great manifestation. I'm about to speak it. I'm about to speak it into existence. Y'all ready? I
Okay.
don't. I don't think y'all ready. My manifestation for you and myself this month, or March, should I say, is to enjoy your other side of yourself. Some people call it alter ego, some call it your little friend, whatever you want to call that person that talks to you in your head that wants to have a little fun and enjoy life a little bit. Enjoy her, enjoy him. Like if you want to go out and shimmy a little bit
Enjoy
here,
them. Enjoy them. You gotta
enjoy
include everybody.
yourself.
Enjoy
you
you.
have you have the keys to success, but sometimes we allow society and the rights and the wrongs and the do's and the don'ts to like stop that great energy from progressing. And I manifest that you gonna progress. Okay, you gonna let that inner beast come out
Ooh.
and you
I
gonna be.
manifest.
I
Erin said,
manifest
I manifest that you will progress.
you gonna
Okay.
progress,
Bars.
friend.
Bars.
Be you, love you. If you want to eat the cheeseburger, eat the cheeseburger. Take your ass outside and walk.
Don't tell me that, Erin, because I've been craving a lot of
No, I
things.
I eats what I want to eat, but I was just telling my friend, shout outs to just Liana, so Lee's accessories, shout out to her.
Lily.
Love her. Is that I have built a different healthy relationship with food. I still eat everything that I want when I crave it. I just don't eat as much naturally. I no longer just want to eat a french fry when I'm having a bad day. I no longer want
Mm.
to eat like that. I have decided in my mind that I love food. Food's always going to be a part of my life. There's some things that I prefer not to eat or cook anymore, but that doesn't
Mhm.
mean that that is like the end all be all. I'm going to enjoy that wing daddy. Okay. I'm getting the
Ooh.
sauce. I'm dipping it in ranch. I'm going to get the 10 piece. I really want the 20 piece, but I'm gonna enjoy.
We used to get that fucking 20 piece from
I,
Wingstop. Or was it 15? We used to get
I
whatever the
used to get
highest
the 20
package.
piece
The 20,
from
yeah.
Wingstop and be like, I would get the family meal, or I think it might have been 15 or 20 back in the day, and I'd be like, no, I'm eating the whole thing. Like I'm not sharing. Like I'm not a sharer on food, and I don't know why I'm like that, but I'm a work in progress. We all work on something. I'm not a really good sharer in food unless it's like an app and like you got a meal, I got a meal, but we're not going to split a meal. That's too much. Like I want a whole meal, but I just don't eat as much. Like I don't know. I just feel like I do crave great things and I do eat those things, but I don't like crave a whole bunch of meals in one day, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. I get it.
And I feel like I got enough medium, y'all. Hey, I'm manifesting that's medium for y'all. I'm manifesting that's medium for y'all. You gonna get in that small, shawty. It's the summertime. It's right, shawty. Cheers.
Hey, that was a pop. Shotty.
Shawty.
Hey,
Shawty
shotty.
swing my way, okay? Hey, y'all ain't ready?
That was lit.
Y'all ain't
Cheers.
ready.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening.
We love you guys so much. Make sure
Cheers.
you follow us on Instagram, hospitality_queens. Follow me on Instagram, Get Toned with E, or We Get Toned for All Wellness. I'm doing a wellness week this week where we are going to dive in to different parts of wellness that people don't think about. Today is all about
Yeah.
energizing itself. I'm energized, friend.
I
It's
love it. We
nature.
are. We're high energy. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling y'all feel the vibes?
We pinking.
You feel the vibes?
If they only knew.
We we pinking. Like we in Tampa, we pinking. You can follow me on Instagram at Whitney White One. You can shop my store, Shop
Yes.
2230 on Instagram and on Facebook. And you have to follow us on YouTube.
Yes.
Subscribe, like, share. And that's the thing that I like struggle with. Like I'll watch a video and I really like it and I forget to like it. So
Mm,
I'm guilty of that. Like I just kind of forget. But like that shit, go
I
back and
like
like it.
it.
Go back and like all of them, whatever. That would be greatly appreciated too. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we love you guys.
We love you guys. And until next time, enjoy some wine with us. We love you. 7 moons. Peace.